Vornado, and please stay on the line for it. I know we're super busy. If you go to .com, it's a couple clicks, then you have it, and you sit back and go, huh, I want to be so happy this summer. It'll be so much cooler. Then we're also going to have bugs, and that's a big deal. Well, what do you do when you have a lot of ants or roaches, bugs, things that really, the creepy crawlies? Well, most of the time we buy a bunch of poisons or traps and we try to get rid of them. Or you could do this. How about plugging in the answer? And that is from Bell & Howell. For many years, and we have sold millions upon millions of our Bell & Howell ultrasonic pest repellers. Well, imagine if we could take it to the next level, and that's exactly what we're talking about tonight. Instead of having to have a plug in every room, which I have these, I'll tell you my story a little bit later, and I love them. Now you only need one per level. So with this 2-pack, we're covering 2 floors of your home, which is really amazing. And it's with the new electromagnetic technology. Now we have 3 flex just for this weekend. We also have a special weekend price. So before the bugs start really a-crawling, you want to get these at home, plug them in, and then you don't have to worry about it after that. Matt rejoins me, and he's going to tell you a bit more about how this works. So indeed, we've sold millions and millions of the original ultrasonics.
Over 6 million.
6 million,
which
wow.
is amazing. So it's 6 million rooms that don't have bugs, don't have pests, don't have rats, mice, cockroaches, ants, and spiders. And that's only in the last 8 years.
Wow.
But we know that the Bell & Howell is leaders in the new technology. This is the electromagnetic. Electromagnetic, basically, you plug it in, and it uses the wires in the walls to set up an electromagnetic field. Now, I'm not going to pretend to be a scientist that understands exactly how that works, but I know this. It's independent laboratory tested, 99% effective. That's what I care about, is that it's effective. You plug it in and it sets up a field
like a
around
net,
throughout your house.
Almost a net.
Exactly.
Inside your walls.
And the ultrasonic, which is great, goes to the walls and covers that area. But the electromagnetic works inside the wall. So it sets up that force field around not just one room, but the entire floor. So you plug this in and you're done for that entire floor. If you have a 1-floor house, you could plug one in that floor, maybe one in the basement, one in the attic. We were talking before the show. And you know what? If you get the 2-pack home and you want to give one away to a friend, they will love you forever because they don't have to go out. They don't have to buy the sprays. They don't have to go buy all the poisons, all the things that have warnings. And I was reading this on the other show, Suzanne, and it says, warning, dangerous to humans and domestic animals. Well, guess what lives in my house? Humans and domestic animals. Or humans that act like domestic animals. But, you know, you save so much money and you don't have to bring the poisons into your house. Get the Bell & Howell home and try it. You'll love it.
So we're getting 2 units. Now, one is just your standard plug-in. The other one's also a plug-in, but it also gives you the extra outlet space. So you're not going to lose an outlet when you plug the second one in. This is a game changer. Because, again, if you have a lot of Bell & Howell in your house and you know they work, we'd love to hear from you. But you had to plug them in every single room of your home. Now, this is, you get to, and it covers 2 levels of your home, which is wonderful because you don't have to plug them all in everywhere. Also, too, with the traditional Bell & Howell, they can't be covered up. You don't want to cover these up either, but you can't put something right in front of them because it uses a bounce technology. Now, this is all working with the wiring inside your house, so it's a whole net that you're creating inside your walls to keep those little rodents and bugs from crawling in. And that's how they do it. They're outside to begin with. They've got to pass through your walls, so you might as well stop them. It's like an invisible barrier.
Absolutely.
Now, a lot of people think, is it a high-pitched noise? Will my animals sense it?
Absolutely.
Explain that.
They've tested it. Dogs, cats, birds even don't hear it. So
Humans don't hear it at all.
You're completely safe. Kids don't hear it. People don't hear it at all. The only thing that could hear it is if you have a hamster or a rat or a mouse as a pet. And if you do, then you might want to like move them to another part of the house. But other than that, the dogs and cats for sure definitely will not hear it, and you won't hear it. What you'll notice though is after a few days, after a few weeks, you'll say, what's missing? Well, maybe those little droppings that the rats and the mice or the cockroaches leave.
The leg in your silverware drawer.
Oh,
yeah, your flatware. You see a leg, you're like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, don't you
or the little things you think are chocolate sprinkles, but wait a minute, I don't have my cupcake sprinkles in that cabinet.
They were strawberry sprinkles, yeah. Well, if you hear this sound, if the old-fashioned methods, if you hear this sound in the middle of the night tonight, you'll know you have one less rat. Well, that's good, but now you have a dead rat to get rid of. And I call Suzanne and have her come over and get rid of it. No, nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to be that guy or gal that has to get rid of the dead rat. I like the idea of chasing them away. You don't have to kill them. You just don't want them in your house. They're not paying rent. They're not staying here. Take a look at some of the other choices that are out there. This is what people have done in the past, and you may be doing right now, is you have the rat poison. Those little green blocks there, that's real rat poison. I don't even like being this close to it and breathing air that might have touched it.
There's dog teeth chewies.
Yes.
They're almost that same shape and the same color.
Right, exactly. And then you got all the different mouse traps, rat traps. This is a mouse trap that I believe keeps them alive. Then what are you going to do with it?
Really?
I don't know. You know, send it to a neighbor. No, don't do that. But there's all the different sprays for rats, for roaches, for ants. There's all the different powders and things like that. There's foggers, et cetera, et cetera. All of this is cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching money. It's poison in your house. You know, you just had a great air purifier on with Hunter. And that's about getting the poisons and the toxic things out of the house. Why would you possibly go out and spend money to bring poisons into the house? Or you have the service where they come in and you spend $30, $40 or more every month to have them come in and spray who knows what around you and your pets. I don't like those solutions. Try the Bell & Howell. You will definitely see the difference.
And we have the gray set of 2 or the white set of 2. Please remember, this is the next evolution. These plug in and they work with the electricity and the wiring in your home as opposed to bouncing off the walls in the room. So that's really the next level. And you only need 1 per floor. So before we would sell 6 packs and 10 packs. And I thought, why are we only selling a 2-pack? That's not going to cover much. And then I realized because of that new technology, you plug in 1 per floor. Wonderful. So maybe you've got some, maybe you already have, like I do, them in the rooms, but you don't have your attic done. Maybe you have a back garage that you just don't have one out there. Maybe you don't have one in the basement. Now you can put these per floor as opposed to every room, and I think that's kind of a big game changer. Some of my own personal story, I'll tell you when I figured out that they were working, because I think it's an unusual technology, and you're like, wait a minute, you know, again, we're so sold on all these chemicals, thinking that's the only answer, and that's a never-ending answer, the chemicals, by the way. That never ends.
They love selling
But here's when I realized it. I'd come home late at night, I'd be sitting there, it'd be like 3 or 4 in the morning, and all of a sudden I hear a creepy crawly in the wall. And it was like, oh my gosh, there's a rat or something in my wall, and it was so gross, and I hated hearing it. Also, I had the worst ant problem in my kitchen, and I had it in a couple spots. And I got these little drops that are supposed to be poison, but I was afraid my puppies were going to lick the drops and get them on their paws.
Sugary
and it's got to be poison. It's going to kill the rats. But then, of course, they just marched, or the ants. They would go and march around it. I was like, oh, great, that didn't work. So I plugged mine in, and you know, I'm as skeptical as you are. And I thought, okay, I'm going to try it, because boy, wouldn't this be great? I forgot I had a problem until I thought about it, and I went, oh my gosh, I haven't seen those ants around the dog food in a really long time. And then late at night, I have never, ever heard another creepy crawly in the walls since I plugged these in. And what's nice with our 30-day refund is you'll get plenty of time to see if they work for you. And literally give it some days. It's not gonna work overnight, guys. You've got to give it some days, and then you'll see gradually, you'll start to realize you don't notice the problem.
What do you have to lose? What you have to lose is what you're seeing. You have to lose is watching those cockroaches run around and raise their families inside the walls, and who knows what. For me, it's really about rats and mice. I am absolutely terrified of rats and mice. I just can't stand them. And also spiders. Cockroaches, kind of grew up down here, so we're used to cockroaches.
But it's still disgusting.
But they're horrible. They're disgusting animals. I want them to live free and happy out in the woods.
Live in someone else's house.
Not in my house. By the way, here's why I am qualified to show you this tonight, is because I know how to install. Watch this. You take it out of the box, you plug it in, you're done. You never, ever, ever have to do anything with it again. Maybe dust it once in a while.
How do you know it's working?
And all you know, you see the little lights come on? The red light and the green light. The red light tells you the electromagnetic pulse is going through the walls, chasing away all of those pests. And then we also have an ultrasonic speaker as a bonus built in. So it's a 2-pronged approach. chasing away the rats and the mice, the cockroaches, ants, and spiders. And I will tell you, those are the 5 that we have laboratory tested. There are other things out there that we hear good reports about, but we can't really say, we can't hang our hat on it. The callers, people have called in and are having fantastic results.
With a lot of other critters.
Yes.
So it's nice you do have the ultrasonic here.
Yep,
so again, when you plug it in,
well.
make sure there's nothing in front of it.
Absolutely. So it kind of gives you an extra little level of protection. So you have the electromagnetic, which is your primary border wall, if you will. And then you also have the ultrasonic, which also sends out that sound wave in that area. It's for that room. It'll give you a little extra little.
So don't put a
push.
couch in front of this.
No, I would put it in my biggest problem area, because then you're getting that 1-2 whammy.
A lot of people, it's
with
kitchens.
That extra. Yeah,
it's
for
kitchens. You know why? There's food. You got food in there.
Exactly.
And you know, what traps do you use for spiders? I mean, if you got a spider problem, we had
big shoe.
We had this one gal call in though, and she went to her pantry, and she's from down in the south western area. She moved a box of cereal, and there was a deadly spider in there. Oh no! And so she was like, I'm all over this, and plugged him in, and she honestly hasn't had an issue since. But it's those annoying ants in the summertime. You've got that trail, and you keep putting something down, or you sweep them out, or you sweep them up. I also like it too because it's humane. I mean, I don't want to hear that sound of that snap. And those sticky traps where the animals are trying to escape and they're sort of chewing on their arms and then they die. And then what happens if you kill something that's in a wall? I mean, it dies in a wall.
We
you
know what
can
that
smell
smells like,
it.
unfortunately.
It smells bad.
Ugh.
This makes them go away. It's like nails on a chalkboard. And so they just don't want to hear the sound. So they go elsewhere. And it's so much more humane. You know, try it. You have 30 days. If you don't love it, if you don't see results, you can send it back. But isn't this more brilliant than spending for the rest of your life all this money on all these chemicals?
Absolutely.
And those chemicals will never end. You've got to keep buying them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, you know, you buy a printer and then you got printer ink to buy. Well, with the ultrasonic, electromagnetic, Bell and Howell, you really have got a double-edged sword. You're going after them in 2 different ways with the electromagnetic and the ultrasonic. Again, think about all the money that you spend over the last year, 2 years, an entire lifetime of poisons. You can get rid of this, eliminate it with the Bell and Howell. And this 2-pack will cover a 2-story home. So if you have a mansion that's a little larger, you might need a couple sets. But again, get these home and try them. You'll love them. And
for just this weekend, we have a special price and special flex. Thanks, Ben.
Wow, yeah.
Thanks for hanging out. All right,
Thanks,
2 colors. We have the gray set and we have the white set. And this is the next evolution of a very successful item here at HSN. All right, let me give you an update on our today's special. Let's beat the heat. Now over 2,000 have been ordered in just this show tonight. How are we going to do it? We're going to do it with the Vornado